What we're up to today. Awesome. So my name's Rita, and I partnered with an amazing company about 3 years ago, which is why we're all here collectively to learn more about our ultimate lifestyle transformation. And the reason that I chose to work with this company is I was looking for a way to help more people in my clinical practice. And Purium is the highest purity and potency and quality. And their mission is to help end human suffering. And that's a huge mission, but I absolutely love it. So the owners of Purium are Dave and Amy, and they've been doing this for over 25 years. Dave has been working with formulations, and their vision was that they saw there was a missing link between our agriculture system and like the quality of our food. And so they realized that we were dealing with over toxicity and undernourishment. And so I want to chat with you today, along with my sister, as to what we're doing, what we're working on together, and why it's so important to us. And the first thing I really want to talk about is soil health, because this is a subject that's not talked about enough. There's starting to be more and more awareness around it, but it's so important because our soil, the health of our soil, the biodiversity, the level of microorganisms in our soil, that's what impacts human health. That's what impacts the quality and level of nutrition and micronutrients that we're getting on a daily basis. It's also what informs and impacts our gut microbiome health. And our gut microbiome is really the foundation of not only our emotional well-being, where our serotonin and our dopamine is produced, but our immune system. It's really the home of our health. And so today we're going to be talking about our ultimate lifestyle transformation, and everything from the way that it's grown to how it's harvested to the packaging. The entire process is done in a way that is the highest quality, where we're really preserving the nutrients and giving back to the planet. So I'm going to dive in more to that. And I want to welcome you, Mary. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, hello, everyone. It's so good to be here. And I am just so excited about what we have to share with you today. My sister and I, we've been in the health field quite some time and really started because of our own health journeys. And, for the past 15 years, I would say I've been really attentive to my health. We've had an organic garden growing up. We've done different detoxes and cleanses and fasting and fruit programs and botanical herbs and all the like. And I felt really at peak health until I had babies. And it was about 13 months postpartum with my first son that I started to realize that I was in a level of depletion. And I was really confused because I did take really good care of myself. And I started thinking, wow, if I'm feeling depleted, think about all the other people out there that aren't maybe eating good, maybe are eating the standard American SAD diet and having a lot of chemicals and pesticides in their lives, and how they must be feeling if I feel depleted. And so that's where Rita and I really started learning more about soil health, and that it really matters. The quality of the soil that food is grown in matters, because the vitamins and minerals and nutrients in that soil are then transferred to the food that then is transferred to us. So when I was postpartum, I was looking for some solutions in terms of deep nutrition. And that's when I discovered what we have here. And within 2 months of being on what we're going to explain to you here in a few minutes, I was back to myself. I was back in my vibrancy. My moods were more stable. I was sleeping better. I had that energy that I remember having when I was in high school, when I was in, top athletic performance. And it really came down to two things. It came down to the fact that my gut microbiome had been compromised and I wasn't tending to that enough. And number two is that I wasn't getting enough deep micronutrition. And so this program that we have here is really amazing, because the three main things that we're working on is, number one, working to alkalize the body. And when your body is in an alkaline state, the inflammation, the aches, the pains, the bloating, the gas, the parasites, the bugs, the viruses, all those things don't have the environment to live in. And so an alkaline environment creates a place for vibrancy and cellular health. So that's one area that we're working on, is alkalizing the body. And then secondly, we're working on, that deep micronutrition level of nutrients that we're getting into our body. And then the third area is gently detoxifying our guts from the chemicals we're exposed to, from the pollutants that we breathe in, the chemicals that are in our water, our food, all around us. And our body is naturally detoxifying on its own, but we are just like a septic system. You can only get so full, and sometimes our organs need additional support in doing what they naturally do, which is protect us and detoxify us. So this program that we're going to go over does all of that. And I'm going to start by sharing with you, well, what is the ultimate lifestyle transformation? So like I said, when I began this journey, I was a nursing mom, and I still am nursing. And so you can fit this to really fit your needs. If you're an athlete, if you're a mom, if you're just wanting to eat a little bit healthier, if you're already on the health kick and wanting to get deeper, this really can fit so many needs and niches. So number one, first thing that we have is our super aminos. Our super aminos are amazing because they're the cleanest form of plant-based protein. So this right here has a 99% net utilization. And when you consume other sources of protein, like complex protein from meats, let's say, you're lucky if you get about 14 to maybe 45% of utilization of that protein. These are 99%. So basically you can eat these and you're building muscle, even if you're not working out or doing athletics. The doctor who invented this lives in Italy, and they were actually created to help comatose patients who were bedridden and were losing muscle mass, and they couldn't get out of their bed. They needed a way to maintain their structure and connective tissue. And so they started on these. So these are in the physician's handbook. They're amazing. As a mother, they give me so much energy. And like I said, you can basically build muscle even if you're not able to work out or doing so. So that's the first component of what we introduce in this program. The second component is our power shake. And the reason I love it is because it says what it is. It gives you power. In here, we have alkalizing greens, we have sprouted grains, which we also have grain-free options if you need that. This is gluten-free, and it's basically like eating 3 superfood salads in one serving. So again, as a mother or a busy person, it's so easy. You just add water. And when you add water, this literal liquid sunshine comes to life, and the raw enzymes in the food come to life and deeply nourish and alkalize your cells. So that's the power shake. And then the third component is our biomedic. And this to me is the most amazing thing that I've ever come encounter with, because drop a 1 in the comments if you know what glyphosate is, and drop a 2 if you don't. So glyphosate is prolific in our society. It's estimated that 99% of Americans have it in their system. And it's the #1 herbicide in Roundup, which is a chemical pesticide that is sprayed on 70% of conventional foods. It's in our water, it's in our rainwater, it's in our air. And the problem with it is it's a gut microbiome disruptor. And so it can lead to allergies and a lot of these lifestyle diseases that we've been seeing pop up in the last 30 years pretty rampant. So what this biomedic does is it goes in there and it starts cleaning that gut out. It starts getting the glyphosate out along with other, heavy metals and yeasts and candidas. And then at the same time, it replenishes your gut microbiome so that you're actually absorbing your nutrients. Because here in America, we are one of the most overly fed nations, but underly nourished, because the food, mostly because our soil doesn't have the nutrition that we need. So when we're eating high quality foods and then increasing our absorption rate, the ability for our cells to thrive is increased drastically. So this is the biomedic. It's really simple. You just take a couple capsules a day, super easy. And then probably my ultimate favorite is our tart cherry. So our tart cherry is 100% organic tart cherries, and tart cherries are the only fruit out there that have naturally occurring melatonin. And if you know anything about melatonin, it's what helps us sink into deep REM sleep. And there's tons of scientific studies out there about how REM sleep is when the body rests and rejuvenates and heals and replenishes. And the majority of us who live a fast-paced, busy life aren't sinking into that REM sleep. So as being a mom, I've been nursing the last 5 years, and I get up in the night quite frequently still. And once I started introducing this into my diet, not only did I notice my nursing babies were sleeping better, but I was sleeping so much deeper. So I wasn't necessarily getting any more sleep, but the 3 or 4 hour stints of sleep I was getting, I would wake up and be like, wow, I actually really slept because I was sinking into REM sleep. So on top of it, this helps with free radicals in the body. It helps as an anti-inflammation agent, and it also really supports kidney filtration, which is one of our body's natural ways of detoxifying waste from our body. So it's really pivotal component. And then one thing that you can actually add into your ultimate lifestyle transformation, which I'm going to share about, is our zinc aid, because this is a whole food source, nothing synthetic, isolate. None of our products have any binders, fillers, none of that. Everything is whole food, real food. And this is your zinc, vitamin D, E, and A to really support your immune system. So again, it's beautiful red capsules that you can take 3 a day and really support your immune system. So that is the gist of our core 4 nutrients that come in our ultimate lifestyle transformation. And you get enough to take everything twice a day and really flood your body with these alkalizing, nourishing, and detoxifying foods to optimally support your body in its functions. And Rita's going to share a little bit more about some additional components of the ultimate lifestyle transformation as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary. So yeah, the reason we're sharing this is just because it is the highest quality and potency and purity. And like Mary was saying, I mean, it's wind dehydrated at 80 degrees. It's vine ripened. Most of the food that we're getting at the grocery store has been picked at least 2 weeks early, and then it's shipped to the grocery stores. And by the time you get it into your refrigerator, it's pretty nutrient devoid. And so you might feel that in the sense of cravings or feeling full, but not really feeling satisfied. And so this is why this program was so revolutionary for me, because I also came in from a really healthy background and thought I had all of my bases covered, but I started to feel like I was missing something really important, and I didn't know what that was. And I tried adding in all different kinds of supplements and changing my diet, and none of it addressed that micronutrient density of what I was actually missing. So within 3 days of adding in the power shake that Mary shared about, my cravings went away. I no longer felt like I was missing something. It was the first time in my life that I felt truly nourished. And within 90 days of adding these superfoods in, I didn't even change anything in my lifestyle. I just added them in. It brought me back to an athleticism and fitness that I hadn't been in since high school. So in 15 years, which was really profound for me. Before I started this, I was definitely carrying a lot of extra inflammation in my body. I was having a hard time to balance my hormones. And this just brought me home to myself. It's pretty amazing, just to feel that level of nourishment and hormone balancing and gut health. So there's a couple other things that you can add into your transformation on the athletic side, if that's your focus or your goal. Again, this is just optional, additional if you want. But in our 30-day transformation, it does come with our super cleanser, which is a parasite cleanse. So your first few days, you're just easing into your transformation. Your middle 10 days, we're adding in a parasite cleanse. So long as you're not nursing or pregnant, you can just pause on that part if you are. And what that does is it's cleaning out your internal terrain. And so much of our mood, as well as inflammation markers in the body, are a reflection of our internal terrain. And so we're going to clean that up, alkalize the body, support that chemistry to really support that regeneration of the body, which is my passion and background in this subject. And so then there's also Be Energetic is something that you can add on for adrenal support. And I recommend this to all of my clients because our adrenals are so important and they've gotten maxed out just from lifestyle. And so our adrenals impact the inflammation in our body's ability to repair and regenerate tissues. It impacts male and female reproductive health. It impacts our ability to focus and concentrate, as well. It really helps us to cope with stress. So if you're dealing with a high stress lifestyle, this allows your body to get into that homeostasis and really support the nervous system and the adrenal glands to adapt and cope with that stress. So that's super fun. And then on the athlete side, we have our super xanthan, which you can take before a workout. And it's just the highest antioxidant quality and property. So it helps your tissues to repair at a much quicker rate. And I love working with athletes on this. I'm working with a few extreme athletes who, normally they go on these multi-day expeditions in the mountains skiing, and normally they come home and they're just sore for days and, have massive bonks throughout their period. And having those super aminos that Mary was talking about and having the extra athletic support, they didn't bonk and they didn't get sore ever. So their recovery time was completely condensed and their muscles got into repair mode. And so our Can't Beat This also is really working on oxygenating the tissues and really working with herbs that are also oxygenating. So it's going to speed up that recovery time so that you're not sore and that you can get back to your activities more quickly and, repair tissue more quickly if there's any injuries and things. So that's why I love it. And Mary will share a little bit more of what we have going on.
Yeah, awesome. So drop a 2 in the chat if you've learned something about your body or something new that you maybe haven't heard before, because really our goal with this is not only to share amazing and life enhancing nutrition with people, but also to share education and empower people to learn about their health. And this is why we call it an ultimate lifestyle transformation, because it really starts with this physical body, but then that goes into the mental and emotional and spiritual and educational realms as well. So with this ultimate lifestyle transformation, whoever invited you to this call, they actually have a gift code card for you that can save you $100 on this. And in addition, we have an amazing support group. We actually have a support app where you'll be guided with, support recipes. We have a weekly support call. We have all kinds of extra educational videos, and you'll be provided with a schedule. Like everything you need to be successful is there for you. And the beauty of this is that if you want to do the ultimate lifestyle transformation, it's simply $11 a day. And if you want to add in the ultimate sport pack as well, the products Rita was talking about, is $17 a day. So, drop a 2 or a 3 in the comments if you know someone that spends $11 a day on a coffee and a croissant, right? So the beauty of this is it helps us to kind of reprioritize and recognize that these small investments in our health now can lead to a better life in the future and potentially decrease, doctor bills or the things that arise in the future as you're really investing in your health now and in what you're putting into your body. So Rita and I are actually going to walk you all through how simple it is to get started on these nutrients. So if you were invited by a friend, this is a really good time to reach out to them and ask them, hey, what's that gift code card you had for me that would save me $100 on this? And whether or not you're ready or not right now, we're going to show you how simple and easy this is. So I'm going to drop the link right here in the chat. And basically what you'll do is you'll go to that link, and where it says your personal gift code, that's where you're going to put in your friend's gift code. And let me go ahead and start screen sharing so we can walk through this together. So here we go. Here's the page. I'm going to go ahead and put that link right here in the browser. I'm just going to use your personal code right now as an example. And once you click on that, it's this simple. If you want to learn more, you can dive in a little bit more. Click on the What's Inside tab, look at our reviews, look at our community, learn a little bit more. But if you're feeling, hey, this is exactly what I've been wanting to do, alkalize my body, detoxify, nourish, then you can go ahead and just click that Get Started Today button. And it will take you right through the process. So here it is right here. You can either opt for the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation or the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Performance, which is the athlete products Rita was talking about. And go ahead, I'm going to add that one to my cart because honestly, I basically live off of the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Plus Performance. It's my entire family's daily routine. This really is such good food. You're going to find that you save a lot on your grocery bill just by incorporating these things in. And then the second page right here, it goes ahead and you can add on the immune support like I was talking about. You can scroll here to the bottom and look at the other Purium products and even add in, the Be Energetic to really support your adrenals like Rita was talking about, and just kind of explore some of the other things we have. So Personally, I'm going to add the immune to my cart because, again, that is something my family and I are really doing on a daily basis. And you continue to check out there. And then Rita, I'm going to hand this over to you so you can explain the beauty of our Smart Order program.
Thank you so much, Mary. So I love this. The company is so generous at every level. I just want to mention something that we didn't. All of this packaging is home compostable, and this didn't exist. They actually created this out of bamboo and hemp because all of the other home compostable packaging was made out of GMO corn. And their mission here is to really uplift organic and regenerative farmers and step out of the chemical industry that is having such a huge impact on our well-being. And so they're doing that every step of the way. And then with Smart Order, what this is doing is it's allowing you to have additional savings. So you're going to get this 25% discount from your friend. And this Smart Order allows you to maintain that 25% discount. You can adjust it, you can change it. But it's also giving you double rewards points, which means double savings moving into the future off of future programs or products. And what I love about this is it gets you into that 3 months, that 90 days of consistency, because it takes 21 days to break a habit, but it takes 90 days to create a complete transformation of long, permanent, lasting results. And so that's what it took for me, was exactly 90 days to get back home to my body, into that athleticism and fitness that I was looking for. And so I always encourage people to start out with a 30-day transformation and then follow it up with one of our maintenance programs. So you could either do another ultimate lifestyle transformation, which you would just, go to the next level, go deeper. Our body's like an onion. The first time around, you're eliminating different toxins, you're really nourishing, your body's starting to balance its hormones. And then if you go do another round, it's getting to that next level. And you can also follow it up with a daily core 4, which is our maintenance program. So in our ultimate lifestyle transformation, you're getting 2 superfood servings a day for $11 a day. In our daily core 4, you're getting 1 superfood serving a day. So what that does is, again, you're going to notice that cravings disappear because you're feeling so nourished. And for me, I end up eating 2/3 less because I just feel so good on these superfoods. And so if you have that maintenance program, that's 1 time a day for $6 a day. And then it allows you to pick your Smart Order date. And this will be for the following month. You will not get charged for this now. It will not ship to you. It's just holding its space so that you don't have to think about it. And you want to have that consistency. So starting with your 30-day transformation or performance kit, and then following it up with a core 4 maintenance is going to give you that long-term consistency of the results that you want. And it saves you a ton on your grocery bill. And the Smart Order gives you additional savings, including we have a 3 and free program, which is from select products. If you order it for 3 months in a row on your Smart Order, they will send you the 4th one for free. So that can be an additional hundreds of dollars in savings, which is really, again, just super generous and amazing. So this is to make it easier for you. There's no commitment. You can adjust it, you can change it, you can check in with us throughout your process to figure out what the next best steps are for you. But this is the placeholder to make sure that you, A, aren't going to run out because you won't want to, and B, that you don't have to think about it. It's just set up and ready to go.
Beautiful. And then thank you for explaining that. And the other thing that I love so much about the Smart Order is, like Rita was saying, it really helps us set the map, create a plan for doing this and having success with it. I think I read a statistic the other day that, like, by 6 weeks into the new year, almost half of the people who've made New Year's resolutions have quit them because they didn't have a plan set in place to make it actually happen. And the Smart Order is a way to set that plan up for yourself so you can really invest in your health and your future self. So And the rest of the checkout process is pretty simple, right? You're just going to enter your information where you want it to get shipped to, and then you'll go here and you'll continue to payment. So that's as simple as it is. Like I said, remember to reach out to the person who invited you here for that savings code, and, go ahead and drop a 3 in the chats if you're feeling that yes in your body. If you're feeling like, wow, you know what, 2022 is the year where I'm really going to commit to my self-care, my self-nourishment, maybe my family's health. Because if we've learned anything in the last 2 years over this pandemic, health really matters. And, I always love that phrase of health is wealth. If you don't have your health, it's really hard to achieve the other things in your life that you want. And Rita and I are so passionate about sharing this because not only have our own lives been changed, but we've seen thousands and thousands of people move through this transformation and reach their goals. Like I said, whether it's weight loss, better sleep, more energy, deeper cleansing, less cravings. I mean, the stories are endless. So another quote that I really love that I want to leave you with is that a healthier outside starts with a healthier inside. So remember, it really matters what we put into our mouth. It really matters the thoughts that we think. And when we're supporting companies that support regenerative farming, that support small organic farming, that support reducing plastic use and environmental movements, we are voting with our dollars for a better future. So thank you so much for attending this. If you have additional questions, please just, again, reach out to the person who invited you. And if you're sitting there thinking, wow, you know what, I'd love to do this with my mom or my sister or my neighbor, you can share this video with them. We will have a replay. And also, if you are really excited to share this and do this with a lot of people, you can talk to the person who invited you about our referral program that can actually help you pay back your product and share these amazing nutrients with others as well. So without further ado, we are going to open up for a short question and answer. If there's anyone on this call that was invited to this call that is feeling that yes, like they want to do it right now, or, they're going to embark on this for the very first time, we'll go ahead and stop the recording and open it up to questions. So feel free to type them in the chat or pop off.